finally got the bike mocked up, so now it's up to me to get it painted. It turns out to be quite a long process because it got a molded frame. The front is boxed in, so where they have it welded, you have to mud all that smooth, get it primed, and more than likely the bodywork areas are going to have to be primed twice. So doing a frame isn't just, you know, scuffing it, priming it, and shooting it. You got a lot of work to it to hide all the welds and all the extra welding that's done on it for the custom application.
I'm going to be taking the rockers in the lower case off so I could get this powder coated for the gentleman. This part's going to be getting powder coated a candy red. It just makes it look a lot nicer, and it's these things that make us stand above some of the rest when it comes down to a custom build. These are going to be chrome, these are going to be red, and these are going to be black. And it's just going to make that whole bike float because we have the black spokes, the candy red on the wheels. It should really make the bike pop.
This is where we're at now. We got it primed. How flat am I going with this? That's actually a legitimate question.
Yeah,
we're not going flat.
Frank, when I was just talking to Frank, we're going somewhere between satin and flat.
I had Dave in the booth to talk to him about the color black that we're doing, because you can make it look super flat like an old school hot rod, and then there's like almost a shiny that if you buffed it, it would kind of come out, and then there's like a satiny black where it kind of looks felty or soft. So that's the kind of look we're gonna go for, is more of a felty, soft look.
What are we gonna do with this here? We're gonna
brush
some red into that, or what?
Well, yeah, if you wanted to, I could do like maybe like a little red border around it to kind of give it like double line it. You know, kind of give it like
red and silver or something like that.
Yeah.
Kind of tie it all together. That might work.
Just got the name of the bike. It's going to be called Red Death. So we're going to do some cool script on the front neck because of the style of the tank. So we're going to put the name on the front of the frame, which will look really cool. And then we'll put the Death Row motorcycle logo on the oil tank side of it.
Frank actually came up with it to go to counterpart his other ones that he came out with, Black Death. So figured with the chrome, or the red chrome rims on it, the Red Death was the best choice for this one. My buddy Chad, he's up in the Scranton area. He runs Infinite Pixels. They have a photo studio, and he's a graphic designer, good friend of mine. We're actually doing some clothing line shirts together too that he's drawn, and he came up with the whole drawing off the top of his head. The whole female version of the Devil should be pulling through the tank. You're gonna spray the candy red over the black, and it'll kind of like ghost into it. It should come out pretty good when it's done.
So it'll be a very interesting paint job. Complicated, but nice, a fun job to try to do. Oh, that's cool.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Dave picked out a really cool font for the front neck area, which will be really fun to do. It's a real swoopy script. That'd be cool, all red, dude. And then we could do, instead of outline it in silver, because that's already pretty nice and skinny. Yeah. I could take the airbrush with a little bit of silver and do like some shadowing. Yeah. So you gotta make sure it's a color that's not gonna look totally drab flat, but it's still gonna look cool flat. And red and silver definitely do that.
I think on the back of the front fender, we'll like have it like ripping open there. Yeah. And then on the rear fender, I don't know if you want to do like the teeth coming through, or like half of the face like pressing back through, or
like changing the angle of the face.
Like just like a corner of it. You know? Yeah. Because I don't want to glob up the whole back of the fender. You know?
Right.
Because like just like right on the
tail end
here.
Yeah, or on towards the tail.
On the other side or something on the tip.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. I want the main focus of the graphic on the tank.
Right. Yeah, that'd be fine. Just a couple claw marks maybe on the front fender and stuff. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right, now that it's all in primer, we got all the body work done to the frame. We got lucky the client came down so we could actually talk about the design on the bike. So I'm really excited the way the direction that the frame's gonna go in. I think he'll be very pleased with how it looks with the rest of the build that's going on with the different colored parts and stuff. out, so it's really tough to judge how the paint's gonna dry. It's usually dry by the time you get to the front to the back. The heat being so freaking hot out is definitely gonna screw up my day, especially tomorrow's gonna be hotter, and that's when I'm gonna be clearing it. I think it looks good.
Yeah, it looks real good. I think the customer is like either 3/4 or full Russian, so we came up with the name Red Death, and I think it'll end up fitting the bike when we're all said and done.
I think a hammer and sickle will look killer.
See, that's what I said in the first place to him. Remember when I said the sickle and hammer being here? He's like, but I don't know. He didn't see how it was gonna flow.
And then we could do Red Death, like in a really nice Old English, that'll match this, and then do the Death Row in an Old English, add some gray drop shadows or silver drop shadows, and once that's flattened, that looks sick.
That'll look sick. Because even in the seat's gonna have a little bit of a raised sickle and hammer in there too, right in the front, not to...
Oh, the seat's gonna have it too? Oh, then we gotta put it somewhere else then.
Yeah. You come up things when you're sitting here in the booth, and that's the way it goes. And especially with the custom applications,
you see it differently when it starts getting together. Everything starts changing.
We're taking two worlds and putting them together, and I could really start to see it now. I could see what's going on. You could see how the build's going, the parts that are coming in. You could actually really start.
Once you start seeing it together.
Yeah, once you start seeing it, you're off and running.
Good. Get the out of my booth so I can keep painting.